I don't know what to say about this, other than I'm confused, concerned, and overall just you know, just the things that make you go realistically, this is what I'm feeling right now. I just feel a bit of How you guys doing? It is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need, here at Brands Hatch. I don't know if you know this. It's Brands Hatch. In the layout, so in other words, it's the very, very short layout. It's, you go past past Druids, past Graham, instead of taking the sweeping left onto the rise, or onto Druid, sorry, you just go straight on, turn around. It's actually the same area, and we'll bring Craig in for this. But Craig, you remember when F1 used to go around here back in James Hunt's day? He actually got disqualified for using an embankment very similar to the place where the drivers go for the final turn. Bet you didn't know that.
I did not know that. I do know. I have seen a photo today of he was disqualified from. I'm gonna get it. It's been on Reddit. He was disqualified from a race for having a car too wide. Yeah, his McLaren M23 got disqualified in the 1976 Spanish Grand Prix for being too wide, and James Hunt, being James Hunt, got a sticker that said "Caution Wide Vehicle" and stuck it to the wing.
And
how awesome was James Hunt?
Yeah, you do realize as well that speaking of McLaren and James Hunt, it's all about James Hunt today. I didn't even intend for that to happen, but the reason there was a change in the sport back in the to prevent cars from being like, you know, remember when Ferrari and co had the chimneys for the central piping.
Do I?
yeah. Remember when this is you can't say that about a Ferrari. It's terrible, but you can't say that about a Ferrari. But what when he was with McLaren, there was a change to maximum width and maximum height off the ground a car could be in relative speaking to the wheels. Just like the Alpine today. You know, it's exceptionally unfortunate, but I do feel like that does ring true. Especially given the current situation with how they do the cooling. You know, it's been talked about a lot where the cooling for the Alpine is very centered around let's have as much cooling in the center of the car as possible, and that's Jace Glenn wishing he had cooling in his tires, because they're going to be, you know, hotter than the center of the sun. But they wish they essentially they're trying to do the how would I put it? Remember when? Oh well, I mean, it's going to be a thing there again, but mostly when ground effect was first thought of, well, not thought of, but first really put into practice by the crack team at Lotus with the 79, and they were, everybody was like, what is this thing? How do I get it? And how do I strap it onto my car in such a way that I can go as fast as these guys while also not spending as much money?
Sorry, the only thing I want to ask right now is, what is Sean Campbell doing? Because I'm sure I've just seen him drift half the track.
I think he's practicing. because he already knows he's going to go sideways, so he might as well practice, get that good angle. You know, he may not get all the points, but you know, showmanship. You know, works in
Konnichiwa, welcome to Formula D.
Yeah,
We're here in the Cooper Circuit. It's Formula D. Oh,
this would actually make an alright Formula D track. I'm not even joking either. Just with the way the corners are laid out.
There's an elephant in the room that we have to talk about. I know England has been warm once the frost goes away. But a track temp of 31 Celsius? Really?
Yeah, I mean, it is Brands Hatch. There is trees around it, and it's in a dip in a hilly area. So I mean, it is protected from the wind, so the heat can just sit there.
Well, there'll be no trees around here today with the Indy layout for sure. Just a word of warning, ladies and gentlemen, we have a short lineup today. As you can possibly guess, there's an event coming tomorrow. I don't know, something called Nürburgring 24 Hours.
Oh crikey, I forgot that was.
I haven't.
I was just there just being in ignorant blissful bliss, and I was just like, yes, I can enjoy my tea and crumpets. Not really tea and crumpets, no. But
I was gonna say, what? Who are you? What have you done wrong?
Exactly, yeah. I probably would have been shot. You know, like some British Bobby is gonna come in questioning who I am and what I've done with the real Mr. O'Brien.
Wait, all right, mate. Can we come in, please?
Oh, crikey.
We think that you've been having tea and crumpets. Now, here's your license for that.
Actually, that would have been more accurate. Just seeing a Bobby just come into my house and just be like, "Oi, bruv, you got a license for that?" I don't think you do.
Got a license. It's like the TV license guys coming on your house, knock on the door. You got a TV?
Oh, I remember that.
You got a TV? Like, no, we haven't. Can we come in? No. Okay, you're fine. Bye.
We've actually, that's one tactic that I know one of my friends did actually.
Yeah.
Legally, they can't come into your house.
The best one at the moment, right? That I heard is when the people who do the TV license declare how many people have have it. They also declare how many have a black and white TV license. For the people that still have black and white TV licenses, because they have black and white TVs.
Who are these people?
Well, you see, the important thing is, Rob, I'm not telling people what to do. I'm not telling people what to do. A black and white TV license is half the price of a TV license. Now, I'm not saying people do it, but you cannot tell me people are trying to hustle the system. I don't condone it. I don't condone it.
I mean, that's a very smart tactic. I would actually give it to them. You know, just on the basis of you put your smart TV to black and white. Sure, look it. And also, you can't really also knock people who may have, also, you know, or I was about to say with people who can't, who are completely colorblind, they can only see in like very limited shades of colors.
But the thing is, right, is like a black and white TV would not be able to use a digital box, right? Or a Freeview box. So how does the black and white TV get TV now? Because it's not analog. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they'd have a digital tuner built into the smart TV.
Yeah, but it wouldn't go to the TV, would it? A black and white TV is not going to have the connection for a modern day device, is it?
But you can just theoretically put your smart TV to black and white, and then you consider that. And some people would need to do that if they're either colorblind to the extreme of, extreme color clash.
I feel Europeans are now wondering what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah. See. Okay. So, in England and Ireland, the two countries pay a TV license. The English pay a TV license to support the BBC. Irish pay a TV license to support RTE. The two state broadcasters for each state respectively. So what they do to make sure that they get revenue is they have people going around making sure that people have their TV license.
Now, here's the key thing though, Rob. I don't know what it's like in Ireland. There is qualifying on. You are looking at it. Jesse Jones currently poled with a 45.021. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's like in Ireland. The rules of a TV license in the UK is if you are watching not live TV. Sorry. You don't need a TV license if you don't watch live TV. Don't use the BBC iPlayer, the on-demand service. Mm-hmm. If you watch live TV and use the BBC on-demand service, you have to have a license. If you decide you want to watch an on-demand service from another network, or Netflix, or Amazon Prime, or Disney Plus, or Hulu, or HBO Max, then you don't need a TV license. So you can have a TV, not watch live TV, not watch anything on the BBC iPlayer, and it's totally legal. They can't do anything to go out.
You see, that's the difference. See, your TV license makes a lot more sense. Ours is if you own it. If you have a TV under most or nearly all circumstances, you must have a TV license. However, I think a lot of people are like, we don't care anyway, because
hang on,
it's
because
extra
a monitor
fab.
can be a TV. A monitor can be a TV screen, right?
That was the challenge that was put up to a lot of inspectors. That I have a phone, I can watch live TV from here, but it's on the TV. Why should I have a TV license for that?
Well, sir, I don't know what's going on, but can I just check that monitor is not being used for TV purposes?
That doesn't sound Irish. That sounds Midland.
That sounds Irish to me.
It sounds like you're from the Midlands in God's country.
What? Okay, whatever. Said ours makes more sense. How does it make more sense that you can watch on demand on like ITV's player or Channel 4's on demand service, but not BBC?
Because you're directly, if you're not using a BBC service, you're not. There's no. Why should you pay for that? You see,
jokes on them. I can still watch Eurovision.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Fair enough, but
because it's on YouTube.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, fair enough. Again, but the point is that they have made the distinct separation between the TV license being for watching BBC On Demand or BBC iPlayer. That's fine. But in Ireland, if you have a TV, oopsie daisy for you, you're going to have to pay it anyway. But
how did we get green lighted for iRacing, by the way? Here we are with a qualified session. We're talking about TV licenses.
Because we can keep the entertainment flowing. Because we can actually talk on our feet.
Well, is the Raidillon TV podcast coming out?
Oh, damn, I should. Oh, by the way, Dan Muller, he's done one. Oh no.
But by the way, shout out to Dan Muller because the series is a fixed setup, and he's tweaked the setup. He's made the setup more drivable, which makes me laugh that Sean Campbell is just.
He's I think he doesn't know what the brake pedal or. Do you know when like you remember the old like an old steering wheel like on the PS1 with PS2?
Yeah.
Binary controls, it was on or off. You turned right, you turned right, you turned right, and it was literally like nothing, 90 degrees, nothing, 90 degrees.
Talking T-Racer here.
Oh, I'm talking T-Racer.
You're talking T-Racer without the software update. Yeah.
where everything was oh dear.
But by the way, when I first started sim racing on Gran Turismo, I had a Hori Apex wheel, a great budget wheel. Apart from it's not belt driven.
So
literally feels like an elastic band.
What do you mean it's not belt driven?
You could get the wheel. You know how like something like CSL Elite, your Thrustmasters are all belt driven wheels, and how you got that feeling. No, you don't have that. You literally have vibration in the wheel, like a DualShock controller. And when you want to reset the steering wheel, just take your hand off. It's almost an elastic band. It just resets itself to the center.
Huh?
It was hilarious.
What would be the need for a feature like that? Self-recentering? It's not on purpose. It's the fact it's not belt driven, so the wheel's not going to stay where it is. It's just automatically going to go back to the center. But wouldn't it fight you like every time you turn the wheel to want to go back to center? In that case,
not like that. It doesn't have that much resistance. But I know what you mean. Yeah, but it had no real force feedback. It was literally the DualShock style in the wheel. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going beyond. I have no idea how I did 3 months on Gran Turismo Sport with it before I said I need a Thrustmaster.
Oh, you actually bring up a good point. Fanatec DD wheel. The CSL DD.
I'm just watching Sean. No, Sean almost made that stuff.
He almost made it.
So, here's what I'm saying. Number 1, I don't need it. Number 2, it is amazing. Number 3, it is killing. It is going to kill the belt-driven market, and I'm all for it. If someone's able to get a direct drive system in something as cheap as €350, all for it. All for it. And I'll tell you what, if they make an update, that replaces the CSL Elite, we're looking at a CSW like next up, which could be 10 newtons. If that comes in, they will sell like hotcakes. Because I think
you can upgrade. You can upgrade that in 8 newtons. I mean, for most people, I really do think you're not gonna get okay.
Yeah, but CSL Elite 6. I'm CSL Elite 6.
I am speaking with DD2 behind me. What's that in the air?
Sorry. So if you dusted off the dust, I'm just checking. You have dust in it, right? It's probably got a lot on it.
Very funny. And it probably I haven't used it in about 8 months.
Yeah.
Go away.
But no, I know what you mean. It's fantastic. The idea is fantastic to have all the, to have something like that. Like I said, because I have a CSL Elite at 6 newton meters, I don't need it. But if they made one that was 10, 12, I'd get it in a heartbeat. And apparently that's what they may be looking at. If they can replace all their stuff from their belt-driven stuff and make DDs, it's going to be fantastic. So,
well, they are going. I think the industry is going toward, especially for the price of $349 for that wheelbase, especially with Fanatec's ever growing, ever growing like base of tech you can stick onto it. I mean, I'd imagine, realistically speaking, within the next 2 to 3 years, roughly in 2 or 3 years, you see something.
Yeah.
But it also depends on, it depends on a whole. It depends on everything going exactly right, as well.
Well, speaking of exactly right, these drivers are going to have to do 20 laps exactly right if they want any chance of winning the first race. We have 3 races tonight, and we're all crossing our fingers that the heat system works. We have our 10 drivers, because I don't see Chris Hamer out there. I think he's had a drop. So, no Chris Hamer. 10 cars out there. So
I mean around this track. I think that is for the benefit of everybody out there.
Lap times are 45 to 46 seconds. Remember, when the tires start to go, we're going to see those times start dropping to 47s.
I'm just
interesting.
I'm honestly just waiting for Campbell to just scream the tires off of his car, and then having to pray that the car will survive.
As long as he has Weetabix, I know he'll stay alive.
This is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. We're going to be going through 3 heat races. Starts off with 20 minutes, reverse grid of everybody, and then it'll be a... how would you put it?
A feature race like that just going right now. Jesse Jones is going to take the green flag, and Brian Curls is going to be following him. Aaron Smith gets up to P4, but the first corner is going to be crucial. Jones gets away easily, and there is a little bit of 2 wide in the backfield. That is Glenn and Smith, both of those battling on. It looks like Harry Wills wants a little bit of this. He wants to try and just squeeze through. Those two still going side by side through Druids. And it's still side by side as Chase Glenn finally gets that P4 back, losing a bit of time to the front 3. Sean Campbell's going to try and now make a battle to Harry Wills. They're going to go side by side through what would be Surtees, a little bit of Surtees, into the Clark curve. Very clean first lap, dare I say.
Very surprising given the fact that it's... I mean, look at this. Sean Campbell versus Harry Wills battling for 6th position. That is Sean Campbell on the inside line coming through first corner, coming into dip. Oh, what the?
Did the car just clip the gravel and spin?
What?
Yeah. So much power. It was just a little bit on that Astro, a little bit on that grass, and I think the car just got unsettled. I've never seen it go around like that before, but unfortunately that what happened.
Oh, yeah, it was so sudden. I was just like, what the? He didn't hit him, so what on earth happened? It from the angle that the camera was sitting at, it so looked like they hit each other.
He was lucky not to hit, in all due fairness. He was lucky that he stayed alive. So they are looking at 20 laps around here. It's a 15-minute race. So it's 19.94 if you want to do the math. So yeah, 20 laps. Just Harry Wills is about, what, 6 seconds behind everybody now. But perfect time for movement there. So we'll wait and see what he is able to do. Clear air. Bit of practice. He'll get a good start for the next race. I'll be happy with that.
I think everybody would.
I hope so. This is one of the tracks as well, but like you said, it was the original F1 layout was similar to this. A little bit tweaked, a little bit narrower. It was very close together. I think the hairpin here, Druids, was a little bit tighter. And tighter to the run down to Graham Hill Bend, or what it was there, with a little bit sharper corner. Of course, it wasn't called Surtees. They called it the Kidney Bend. All that section there for what would be Surtees into McLaren.
The what?
Just called Kidney Bend.
The Kidney Bend?
Originally, you had Paddock Hill, a little loop, bottom straight, Kidney Bend, and then clearways.
And why exactly? Why?
Rob, it's 1950. We're British. It's a case of I say, oh chap, I think that looks like a kidney. Wow. Well, Charles, we don't have any name for it, so kidney will do.
Why does he have to be named Charles?
That was the first name that came into my head.
And why do they have to sound so British?
Because it's the 50s. We're still, we're still pip tally ho. We won the war, and we're still rationing. We're still an empire back then. We're still an empire.
That's actually the funniest thing, by the way, that I learned recently is that you guys are still rationing all the way up into the 50s.
Yeah, I know. Like, it wasn't like all the stuff. It wasn't all the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's a given. But I was actually very surprised that there was even rationing period in the 50s. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I wasn't surprised, that back in day, when oil was scarce, they were rationing it then because you kind of have to. Otherwise, the world starts collapsing in on itself.
I'm loving this battle at the front, by the way. This massive chrome car of Jesse Jones versus Brian Crawls racing the 48, the Jimmy Johnson car. That's all I see. 48. That's all I think of is Jimmy Johnson. I apologise. He's a famous NASCAR driver. Rob, just nod.
Very, 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 very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Only a 7-time NASCAR champion, Rob.
I don't know who he is. Like, this is like saying to a child, like, oh, you're gonna meet, the best. Your superhero. He's only dressed partially for the the occasion. Like he's missing his top hat, but it's like the child doesn't. Imagine the child didn't even have a superhero. They just were just like.
Sorry, Chase Glenn just got a little bit uneasy at McLaren, and that's going to be Aaron Smith taking a position. He'll go up to P4. Kind of a free car battle here between Smith, Glenn, and Campbell. That mistake there from Glenn just starting to cause issues, and that 55 is starting to struggle as Sean DeCampbell, as Rob calls him, is making his way around. He's already made a place up. Everyone's practically made a place up because of Harry Wills, who has caught up to P9, by the way, which is number 4 of Kenny Mitchell. But these three are our closest battle. We feel like the leader's just in a little gaggle himself, but look how much speed Campbell's taking coming around what was Kidney Bend compared to Glenn and Smith. Every time I see this now, it's just gonna be called Kidney Bend to me. Okay.
I mean, if you look at the aerial shot, it just looks like a kidney. But why do they just not? Why do they have to call it Bend Kidney Bend? Of all the things, of all the things they could have done in the world,
I just don't know. It's so weird, isn't it? It's.
Yeah. Not a sheer of a lie. It's scary a little bit, right? Just a little bit.
Yeah, I wish I knew why they called it kidney. I may find it one day, but until that day. And on a dark corner of the internet, just browsing, and some websites just like, oh yeah, this is why it's called Kidney Bend. I think Google's listening into me, and my YouTube recommendation tomorrow is going to be Brands Hatch history. They did what to Brands Hatch? Yeah. You will not believe what they did to Brands Hatch.
Oh dear. I can just imagine that would definitely wake somebody up, in like HR or whatever for like Brands Hatch, and they're just like, Bob, wake up. Somebody's onto us. What are you talking about? Oh. They have found out. Oh no. They found our secret. Why do I have to? Why do I have to make it sound like that, like an evil Bond villain? Like that. Well, it is British. Yeah, well, I mean, good evening then, Mr. Bond. How are you? Do you expect me to talk, Goldfinger? No, I expect you to race around the Kidney Bend. I expect you to race around the Kidney Bend. By the way, we are halfway through. Top 5 drivers are, by the way, we just saw Jace Glenn take back 5th position from Aaron Smith. Jesse Jones in 1st position. Brian Crawls in 2nd. Eric Blixt in 3rd. Jace Glenn in 4th. And Aaron Smith 5th.
Oh, look at that. That's
no, wait.
neutral. Campbell going a bit too deep and enthusiastic, and that drift practice may have just paid off for him there, because he could have made that, but he just went a little bit too sharp.
I just realized that I was looking at the names rather than the positions. So Chase Glenn is still in 5th, and he's being chased by John DeCampbell. So oh dear, I'm gonna get some angry letters from that.
Yeah.
Why are you agreeing? You're on my side. Damn it.
I do love this track though. The Indy layout is such a fun track. My first week 13 experience, right? The first night of Tube Frame Twister was Brands Hatch Indy, and this was back where they decided it was worth having all the cars. So we're not talking nowadays where it's just ARCA. Oh, it was multi-class. It was the late model, the super late model, the ARCA, the street stock car. It was all of them trying to get around this track. And let me tell you, I did it. Oh, you barely touched the throttle and you were gone. And this is a super, and that was an ARCA. Can you imagine what a super late model is going to be like? They do have that dinky downforce with that plastic plexiglass style spoiler. Aluminium.
Oh well, it's plexiglass for the spoiler, but I was about to say I thought you were about to say
Aluminum.
heresy. Remember when I talked about aluminium or aluminum?
Aluminum, yeah.
Do you know actually the Americans have a really hard time saying that?
Really?
Well, according to the Americans I've talked to, they don't know what I'm talking about. They're talking about what?
Oh no, most Americans I talk to think I'm from Australia, so.
Why do you have this?
No lie! No lie! Honestly, no lie! I did this. Let's just look at this with Dan Muller quickly. I'll go back to that. Harry Wills, yeah, finally gets by. No, honestly, no lie. I went to America a couple of years ago for baseball. After the first game, we're talking to people in the foyer before the elevators in the hotel, and one guy just stops and then one guy asks me a question, and everyone stops and looks at me just because he goes, "Are you from Australia?" And I have a joking freak out, which I don't think they found funny when I said, "Why does everybody think I'm from Australia?"
You probably, and this is being absolutely a genuine. They probably thought you were being exceptionally serious.
Yeah.
Americans aren't known for humor.
Well, the last evening I went to, a girl came up to me and said, "Are you from Australia or are you British?" And I said, "No, I'm British." "Yeah, I thought so because my boyfriend's Australian. You don't sound anything like him."
Why ask? What? Hang on a minute.
Why have we been having this conversation, by the way? Harry Wills is sliding all over the place. Dan Muller almost got his position back. Was unable to. It's a very challenging out there. Look how much Harry Wills is sliding at the moment, but Muller's unable to do anything. He's really calm on the throttle, but Wills is throwing that car around right now. There he goes. There's the power slide. If he keeps this car on, well, is he going to keep it on? I think that car is... It's almost like it's... You know how we talk about a car crabbing? That's crabbing not because it's damaged. It's just literally the way he has to drive it. Those tyres are shot.
I'm pretty sure they're shot of his own doing.
Oh, for sure.
I do, and this is my own professional opinion.
Oh, it's Miller's off!
Oh, crikey. Let's have a look at this. See what happened here. Coming up into, I think this is Druids, isn't it?
Yeah, going up to Druids.
Yeah, coming up to Druids. He went wide, I know that much. And he overcooked it. Yeah, overcooked it. Tried correcting the car. Car says no on the correction. So off he goes into an oops, professionally termed, an oops.
He did an oopsie.
Yeah, oops, an oopsie daisy. You know.
Well, I'll tell you who's in a little bit of hot bother at the moment. It is Chase Glenn. He's had a little bit of a slide coming up to here, going through hill. And behind him is the man who's used to sliding in, and it is Campbell. Look at that through clearways. Just manages to get the inside there and take it. Remember, it's a momentum-based card, this, and with the sliding, it's going to be a challenge. They're up 14 minutes of 15, so it would not surprise me we get one more lap after this. Jones still holding on to that lead over Crawwell's. Tough, by the way. I joked about Crawwell's 48, the Jimmy Johnson. He is driving with an ally, an ally. Is it ally or ally? Jimmy Johnson's sponsor for the number 48 car, which is now Alex Bowman's car. But yeah, that sponsor, that's his helmet. So should be white flag this time around for Jesse Jones.
Indeed. As he comes around, he'll have Brian Crowles to deal with for the final lap of race 1. I imagine he's probably trying to figure out what on earth he just did with 20 laps of oh dear Lord.
Well, Sean Campbell managed to get past Chase Glenn, as we were saying, and he's been able to hold on to it. Can he hold on to this P5 is all the important. It's all the important. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. Harry Wills is holding on to... Well, Dan Muller's got by him. He's trying to get to Dan Muller. Those tyres are giving away. But is there any late moves for Crawwell on Jesse Jones? I don't see it. Both of them taking a different line now. The tyres are starting to wear out, and you can see it's worked for them. Jones has that run straight to the finish line. Race 1 belongs to Jesse Jones. Brian Crawwell will take P2. Eric Blixit, we haven't talked about him. He's had a very quiet race. He'll take P3. And Aaron Smith, the second, will take P4. Does Sean Campbell hold on to Chase Glenn? He does. In to 5th with Glenn 6th. Campbell will be 7th. Dan Muller and Harry Wills still battling. In fact, Kenny Mitchell's battling with Harry Wills. That's how bad the tides have got for Wills. He's still sliding around. Looks like Mitchell may have a drag race here, but he just cannot get the throttle down in time, and Wills will just hold on. Oh, whoa. Hold on to it, Harry. Hold on to it, Harry. He does get that P9, but almost took somebody out there to get ready for the second race.
This is race 2. Going straight to it, by the way, so it'll be everybody turning around. And that is going to be Harry Wills up in 2nd. Oh, dear.
Well, technically, because Chris Hayman was in, and then...
well, I mean...
he gets pole.
Yeah, he gets pole, but he also is not there. I don't think he's in the session, actually.
No, he isn't, but it means that Kenny Mitchell is on the front by himself.
No, it'll actually adjust. It'll adjust to... it'll do the thing where it's like he'll go to the front row.
Catch up to the pace car.
Catch the pace car. Catch the 11 car.
Oh man, good old days. Good old days. So we're gonna have race 2. It's a full invert this time, as we were just saying. So Mitchell will lead them off with Harry Wills. In theory, might be beside him, or will be beside him. Question I've got is, what's that?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, can Wills hold on to the car this time? There's going to be a lot of issues with the worn tyres.
Oh no, the tyres don't carry over from heat to consolidation.
They don't. No, but you know what I'm trying to say is, with how bad those tyres went originally, is he going to be able to hold on to this for race 2? Mitchell's going to lead them off, and he sets the ball rolling. Wills is already sliding there, a little bit of a slide through the straight, so they come down to Paddock Hill, and it will be Wills in the lead. He'll take the lead, and look at Muller trying to make some defense over Capel there. Capel going to go. It looks like there's a little bit of a battle between Campbell in the midfield with Blixit, and Muller with a bit of a slide as Campbell goes up another place. Mitchell is still there. Muller still struggling. Campbell finally goes around the outside of Hill. Take that lead over position. Jesse Jones made up a couple at the front, and Blixit is made up a couple. Contact between Jones and Blixit. They do get by, and that's Mitchell spun. Mitchell has spun. And that looks to be Muller's just caught the nose there with him. Yes, he's got a little bit of damage.
Oh! Spun around, but I mean, unfortunately, that second knock that he got, I don't think he could really blame anybody for that. I mean, it's just the way the car was.
Oh no! No! The 55 Chase Glenn's gone! Muller's flying! Muller's flying, he's flipping! Oh no! Oh,
wait, what?
That was unlucky from Muller.
Wait, what?
Muller, they went too wide through paddock. And I think what happened with a little bit of a correction, there was net code. But Glenn gets touched by Muller.
Oh,
and Muller hits the wall, it's on 2 wheels, and that just allows him with the 48 of Crowell to just keep flying, and he is crabbing.
God. Oh my. Remember when we've seen crabbing cars before, but I've never seen a car just pointed in the wrong direction.
Have you ever seen a stock car crabbing?
No.
Oh my, like, you're right, like, his wheel is so bad. I'm just looking on the straight. That's
a lot of damage.
I mean, his wheel's almost 180 degrees.
Well, let's put it this way, you know, nobody's gonna have an issue with you know, him needing a new service, because he'll definitely need a new service by the damage that he has. Crikey.
Eric Blitzit, by the way, going past. Jesse Jones goes past Martin Kapow, and so does Blitzit as well. And I think Aaron Smith may join him. Glenn and Mitchell, by the way, were caught up in that. I think, no, Mitchell was spun. Sorry, Glenn got caught up in that, and he does. Well, he's still going around. Obviously, Dan Muller's in the pit. Brian Crowell is also in the pits. Yeah, I think he managed to make it back to the pits, though. A lot of damage, but he was able to get it back to the pits.
Just about, though. I mean, call it very, like, it's the equivalent of crabbing in a Ferrari going down the Dossinger Straight on the Nordschleife, which some people probably will be doing tomorrow.
Oh, Chase Glenn's towed. Sorry, Chase Glenn has towed. What's happened to him? It looks like he's had a moment at Surtees. Car goes around, but I think with that damage, I think he just could not hold that car on. So,
next race,
10 start, 7 remain.
Sounds like some apocalypse now. Like
I was trying to do the old Big Brother thing. 10 housemates start in the house. 7 remain. Vote now. I can't do a northern accent.
Sean Campbell waits for them in the dining area.
D6 in the Big Brother house.
Big Brother house.
The Big Brother. I'm watching Jesse Jones, Blitzit, and Kapow and Smith. These 4 go. But by the way, I was always told if you ever wanted to do a was it a Scouse accent? I think if you always wanted to do it, you would just go Kawasaki. Oh no, Newcastle accent. That's what it was, a Newcastle accent. Yeah, you just go Kawasaki. I don't know why.
What?
I know. I was taught some really stupid things and false things as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm blinking twice, chat. I'm blinking twice. Somebody send help. Thank you. Looking at Eric Blix, by the way. He's chasing down Jesse Jones. He's also got Martin Capel behind and Aaron Smith. So this is actually a gaggle of 4. And actually, Brian Crowell's come back out pits. So he's not doing too bad for himself. He's come back out pits. Still up down. But come back out pits and he's going to give it a go. And, well, I would say it's all hunky-dory for Wills, but, oh dear, he really has been caught up to in a big bad way.
I mean, Campbell's made up 5 positions this race, made up from half the field, and he's now...
Jesse Jones has made up 7.
I guess because technically it would have been 11 cars because of Hamer.
And technically it would have been only 3 positions for Campbell.
Anyway, for Campbell, it might just be a battle of, let's just wait for Harry to kill his tyres. You know, it feels
that
like that
sounds so cruel.
Look, I'm just saying, I've got the 24-hour race this weekend. And I'm not going to be battling somebody. I'm just going to be staying right behind him and going, let's see when he makes a mistake. And then he loses it at X Mull, and I'm like, what a weird place to lose it. But thank you. Will's drifting through hill. Will's drifting through hill. And he's managed to stick it. But here comes Campbell around the outside. Is he going to make this around the outside at Clark? They're 2 by 2. He still holds on to it. The inside belongs to Wills, who gets the foot on the throttle earliest. They both get it going pretty well. Campbell's got that outside, almost clipping the grass. They're going to go 2 wide into Paddock Hill. It's brilliant. I think Campbell might just hold back to try the swing shot. It has worked, but he's unable to get on the throttle. Loses it. Some good, respectful racing. But no! Jimmy Jones! I shouldn't have said respectful racing.
Tipped in the body. He's still going, though. Tipped in the booty.
Oh, well played. Well played, Jesse. Well played. That was very respectful.
Oh, he almost.
Like
I think he just almost got rear-ended as well. So I think he forgot what it was.
He did. By the way, they did let Eric Blitz it by. No! No, he did. Oh no!
Did Jesse Jones just spin?
Did we just see that? Did the car just go and correct itself? What? I've never seen a stock car do that. Tips. The car goes right.
Oh, that's the wrong person. Let's have a look.
And then I've never seen that. I have never seen that. That's a weird one.
Oh yeah, he was tipped in the rear. You can tell. Well, only a little bit.
The car just goes one way. It's absolutely crazy.
Welcome to the world. Actually, welcome to NASCAR. Getting halfway through.
Oh, hang on.
Well, welcome to our halfway.
Yeah, I was gonna say welcome to Raidillon TV, and then just be like, go to a camera of Dan Muller, and then I realised Dan Muller's in the garage.
Oh dear.
Not fair. Some good battles happening at the moment. Blitzer is still trying to catch on to Harry Wills. Campbell he's trying to catch on to them. Aaron Smith he's clear of Aaron Smith, as Smith is kind of hurt at the moment. Jesse Jones has to.
Oh, he's kind of hurt at the moment.
Who's hurt?
The way that you said that was the greatest thing.
What? What did I say?
We're kind of hurt.
Kind of hurt here.
Yeah. Exactly. You got what I was driving at.
Well, Harry Wills is now going around the first corner right here. Called Paddock Hill Bend. He's certainly battled off Eric Blixit here. Blixit now going up that barrier, and he's going through Druids right now. Trying to make sure he goes right per Druids. You don't want to be too slow, because Sean Campbell's right behind, and he'll be catching him right here. Make sure Harry Wills don't overdo those tyres either. But Harry Wills going through Grey Mill right now. I'll tell you what, I love Grey Mill. He's a great driver. Great driver. He couldn't drive a tractor though, but he's a great driver.
He's got a brand new combine harvester.
He's got a brand new combine harvester.
He got a brand new combine harvester.
Oh, abusing my young people. It's not right. Harry Wills is sliding, by the way, with 10 minutes left. We are 5 minutes left in the race. We're on lap 14 of 20. And I gotta be honest, that car is starting to slide a bit from Harry Wills, and this is what I was on about, is maybe it's time. And you can see what Blitzit's doing. It's weird to take Druid so wide, but with the way these tyres start to fall off, that's a really smart idea. And I think we saw it as well when it came to Jesse Jones at the end of last race as well, is when they were coming up to McLaren or Clearways, it was like, you can see, take a wider line and look at what Blitz is doing compared to Wills. Trying to save the tyres, and it's just helping. I think Campbell's doing the same thing, so just, you know, it's a weird thing trying to change your lines, but you gotta understand you're not driving a GT car here. You're driving what is essentially a chassis on a carbon fiber body, you know, on a plexiglass body. It's hard. Campbell with the lunge on Blitzit there almost made it work. See the car just sliding. He just could not get the power down.
He's got to get a power down. I'm so sorry.
I'll tell you what, you couldn't put that power down right there. He's got too much power right there on the back of that car.
I thought you were about to say on the back of that bus.
Back of that bus. No, it's not that bad. Trust me. Remember, these cars are hard to go for send. You've got to get a run. You've got to get a run to try and make a move, and Blitzit really needs to... He's trying to do that, right? You can see he thinks, do I go for it there at Druids? And he's opened himself up to Campbell. But again, Campbell cannot get a move, and Campbell don't even try a send at Graham Hill. That would be suicidal. But you can just see how it's just a battle of waiting for the right moment. We'll see what happens when they come around to clearways right here. It's going to be tough to come around clearways, and Blizzard takes a different
they're
line.
tiptoeing around it as well. That's the other thing I noticed is around that corner in particular, they really are tiptoeing, and they're really having to be careful around it, as Eric Blixt is on the inside, looking on the inside of Harry Wills coming down first corner. You know, it's looking exceptionally what's the word I'm looking for? Exceptionally difficult. More so difficult, because it's like well, how do they deal with the situation of you know, I just keep losing
the
my
car
train
has
of
no
thought.
tires right now. Put it like that.
Yeah,
There
well,
is no grip
exactly.
on the
Yeah.
enthusiasts. So I see where you're coming from there, so I understand. By the way, I just realized Eric Blitzer has a Camaro, like a Camaro stock car livery on his Super Late model. I'm pretty sure he's literally gone, no, he's tapped Harry Wills! No, it's Sean Campbell goes, I'll take both positions!
On the inside as well. Does he get it? Does he get it? Does he get it? He does, you know. He gets one. He can't get two. But he is looking on the inside, coming up into the kidney bean.
Oh my god, they're both sliding. They're both sliding. They're both sliding. And you know what? Here comes Aaron Smith now. He's like, oh, maybe.
There goes
No, let's have
everybody.
them too wide. Let's have them too wide. Wills and Campbell still going too wide. And it's a repeat of what they were earlier. And they're breaking Campbell. There's no way. Campbell goes around the outside right here. I'm done. He can't do it. He won't do it. He's opened up the inside, though. If Eric Blitzit wants it, Blitzit may get it, because they're still going quite wide. It's finally gone back to single file. Penultimate lap right here. And it's just wait for the moment. Wills has got better time management, but he's having to work for it right now. Final lap is about to come up. Can Campbell make a run? I don't think so. He might cut the grass there. He does. Blitzit, Smith behind. Kapow's also there, just waiting for him. On the top five, separated by a second and a half. No line, no run there for Campbell on Wills. Gonna try his best. He's got to just set himself up right here. Don't go for a send at Druids. You may just have to go for a move into Surtees/McLaren. Wait and see. Some more sliding from Harry Wills. And now Campbell's thinking, I've got to make a move. But these cars, where's the brakes in these cars? Nowhere. Can Wills make this? Can Wills hold on to this? Wait and see. Brakes at McLaren. Campbell's going to try and go around the outside. There's no way. There's no way. He's going to... No. Around the outside, it's a drag race. It's a drag race. I think Wills may have it. He is going to have it. The slide there from Campbell. And he does get it, but my word. Wow. I actually thought Campbell had that for a moment. That would have been insane. Wow.
And that is race 2 over and done. Oh, and there goes Campbell. Oh, dear. Having to make sure that his tires didn't completely light on fire. But I think he's pretty happy with that. Well, I'd say he'd be happy with that.
I mean,
and all
a
that
P2 would be nice.
Yeah.
P1 would be better.
Yeah, but... Eh?
So we'll have a 20-minute, 25-lap or 25-lap race, whichever one comes first. But we've got an 8-minute warm-up. So
an 8-minute chill factor. So, what do we have in the world of motorsport to talk about? Do you have anything,
Rob,
Greg?
there is, because Formula E goes to a special track this weekend. Formula E goes to Valencia, and yes, I said track. The track that they are using, they use every winter for pre-season testing, is going to host a double-header this weekend. And John-Eric Verne has said, never come back to this track. Because, by the sounds of it, it's not good for Formula E. Let me give you an idea, Rob. In pre-season practice, they put a chicane on the start-finish straight, out of cones, on purpose, so drivers can practice and get brake regen and everything. It's just designed to help with help with engine, battery recovering and everything. They're keeping that for the race. And instead of putting cones out, they basically just erected walls on the start-finish straight to make the chicane. They literally have to,
What for?
Yeah. So it's, it's gonna be weird. Put it like that. So it could be a fun track though. They're using a layout they've never used before. Valencia has never used it before. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. But yeah, it's that chicane on the start-finish straight. It's just like, I understand what you're trying to do, but why?
Well, because they want what's it called? They just want to have that little slice of, what's the word I'm looking for? They want that little slice of action-packed, kind of thing.
Yeah, but you don't need a big crash. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the first time they've gone to a racetrack. Okay, they've been to Mexico, which is kind of like the same stuff that they'd be using in the F1. Mm-hmm. But they've gone to it. This is the first time they go to a proper racetrack, and they've got a chance to show what they could do. And some of the drivers don't like it, or one driver's been vocal about it. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
to
but
see.
It's also Jean-Eric Verne. So.
I'm sure it was Verne talking about.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's the point. This is Jean-Eric Verne talking about it. See, the problem is what's a call it? Like, a lot of people have, all these conceptions about, oh, I want this, I want that, and it's just like, I don't think you really are understanding what that means.
I do like this though. He has spoken to motorsport.com. Quote, if you ask me about the track, I have the track in the heart. I have done it since when I was racing in GP3. It's a good track, but absolutely not a track for Formula E. But it's what we have with COVID times, making it difficult to create a circuit in the cities. We have to consider ourselves happy to be able to race somewhere, but quite clearly, I wish never to come back on the circuit, not because I don't like it, just because it's not right for Formula E. I suppose because Valencia is a high-speed track, and Formula E isn't high-speed. I'm just trying to think. It might, like, when was the last time you saw high speeds on Formula E? Well, it was when they had the old layout of Rome, and they go, I don't know if you saw it, they go over this crest, and literally all 4 wheels would come off the road.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
And they do have the speeds of what they have the speeds of something like in between F3 and F2. Am I right? That's what I always think. So yeah, it's not the right track. Be interesting to see. But remember, they go to full-length Monaco this year.
That's what I'm really looking forward to see how the Formula E's well, I don't wish ill will on them, but they still have a long way to go.
If you've ever seen when they go to the half layout Monaco Grand Prix, sorry,
Is that Campbell going?
That's Campbell out there. Yeah, if you've ever seen Formula E go to Monaco, they literally go to the first corner and just take a different route and just go by casino, by tunnel.
Yeah, by everything that is very, very iconic about that track.
And just go right to the chicane. I don't know, because I still think swimming pool section is an iconic.
Oh yeah, swimming pool is iconic, but I mean, what's more iconic about Monaco other than a literal casino, going around a literal casino and having fun on a track like that? Like,
now, see, I'm going to like when they go to the hairpin, because these cars are designed for tight hairpins, so they're going to be able to take the hairpin.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know.
I just realized what that entails.
I know. I can't wait.
No, I ain't about that one, Chief.
No.
No, I want the full proper layout, not just that dinky hairpin. Oh no, wait, you talking about the hairpin at the hotel? Not at,
hotel.
Not the original Monaco hairpin, which was, let's be honest, a bit of a yikes. You ever seen the original Monaco stuff, like the original Monaco layout?
Yeah, I have.
Where like half the track was made out of wood.
Yeah, and not to mention like how the track was like, right there was like no.
This was no safeguards, no safeguard against.
No safeguards. You could go straight into the water.
Yep.
But yeah, no, May 8th, Monaco Grand Prix Monaco E-Prix, sorry, full layout for the first time. Although I don't like how Wikipedia says that Monaco, the doubleheader at Mexico, and the London Excel Arena race are all still subject to ratification by the FIA. Apparently, Monaco is still subject to circuit homologation. How?
Because it's homologation for Formula E.
You just look at it and go, yeah. Actually, where would attack mode be at Monaco?
In tunnel, maybe.
It's the only place you could have it. The hotel hairpin is too narrow for you to be able to do that. Swimming pool would be too dangerous. Yeah, I think you've got to have it at tunnel. Or what's the last corner? Rascas, is that it?
Attack mode there.
I'm thinking turn 17, 18, 19. Get an attack mode right there. You know, the last few corners.
Guaranteed the sim time for you has now just changed over to something like half 11, where it's just changed to like what it should be, which is on the hour.
It's 1:20. Track temp is 32
Okay,
Celsius.
so my thing is off by, hang on, let me just check how long. It's off by 2 hours.
So, no reverse grids this time. Wills, Campbell, Blitzit, Smith, Kapow, Jones, Brian Crawwells, and Dan Muller makes it up. I think we've had a couple retirements. Of course, you can't blame the drivers. There is a big race coming up tomorrow on iRacing, and of course, as per usual, keep your eyes on iRacing for top split broadcasting of the Nürburgring 24. Should be a fun race, as it always is.
It's a little gem, isn't it?
I call it, alongside Bathurst, I call it the hardest endurance race on the sim. And
the hardest race on the sim, really?
Endurance race on the sim, I would go, yeah. One more time, this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Final race of the free tonight in the Sim 3D European Stock Car Championship. Harry Wills will lead them off once again. He's got Sean Campbell beside him. This time it's going to be a little bit harder, and he's going to try and jump them sleeping at the line. Does not work, as Sean Campbell is trying to make moves. He's unable to. Lots of cars just sticking to the single file at the moment. Wait for Druid. That's going to be the key indicator. Any cars going around, Jesse Jones going really deep, and the 70 of Aaron Smith has gone wide. Managed to lose, unfortunately, a position there. I think that's the only real casualty at the moment. Kapow actually does go down a couple of places. Aaron Smith losing to Jesse Jones, who launches up to P4, as Campbell is right on the back of Harry Wills' car right now.
Yeah, and the music, I'd like to tell you, was almost perfectly keyed for a full lap of hot lap and a full lap of jam. Oh dear, it's actually a lot more cordial this start than I thought. Well, I mean, they're very cordial starts altogether, but I mean, like, they're all no drama, you know. It's all been in a line, all been sort of doing their thing. Yeah, let's just, you know, let's get the first laps out of the way. Let's see what we can do, you know.
Oh my word, Harry Wills has gone sliding. Harry Wills has gone sliding.
Crikey, and lost Campbell's gone wide, yeah, so Campbell had to correct himself to account for that, and he's gone wide himself. So now it is shaking up at the back here, as that is Campbell now in the lead. He's done a big old stretch to first position. Jesse Jones now opened to second after gaining 4 positions on the start. Biggest loser is Harry Wills. He's now down to 4th. He's actually just gained a position. Oh, little tap from the rear.
Oh.
From... That is... not Campbell. No, it is Campbell. Sorry, it was a tap from the rear for Campbell. He got out just momentarily. And then is having to deal with the fallout of... Oh, crikey. The fallout of having to deal with the cars just wanting to start sliding around head to toe.
So purple lap just went to Sean Campbell, a 46.129. Jones a 46.140. Wills at 46.216. The others are just in their own little battle. We've got a nice battle with the rest of the field. Dan Muller's had a moment though. Big man, he just lost that himself. He has. Pow, Crawls, Blixit, all battling while the rest of the field are having their own little battles. Jones is losing to Campbell at the moment. Quite interesting. Jones won race 1. Campbell's best result was P2 last race. Can he get it? It'd be nice to have 3 different winners on the evening. But Jones is pushing Campbell at the moment. And Wills, after that interesting first race where the car just didn't know if it was going left, right, or forward or backwards, he's managed to get the tyre wear pretty safe at the moment.
It's a real guessing game, I think, especially given the fact that what's it called? I can't even think properly right now what I'm trying to say, but especially given the fact that it is going to have to be a hell of a lot of effort to try and keep them on for 25 laps.
Oh, Harry Wills with the dive. They touch. Oh,
oh,
Jones
Jesse
in the gravel. In the gravel. And that has spun him all the way around. Now it's bumper cars up there. It looks like Aaron Smith is trying to go around the outside at Druid, and he's made that stick. Can he make this overtake at Graham Hill? What an overtake this would be. Into Graham Hill. He takes the overtake. Wheels will still respond here. Wheels, can he battle into Surtees McLaren? He is unable to. All that momentum after what happened with Jesse Jones just threw him off course there. And all of a sudden, Aaron Smith, the second, is now up to P2.
And that is Harry Wills chasing down Aaron Smith after losing P2. He is going to want to try and keep as close as he can, but just conserve the tires. It is all about sort of, how would I put it? It'd be a bit like oh, they touched, Martin. They touched. Oh, they touched again.
Oh, that is Harry Wills going around from Brian Crowell's there. I think Crowell's just got caught out there from a little bit of braking. Yeah, he's putting the apologies down. For that mistake. But Blitz unable to get by with Kapow right beside him. Aaron Smith, by the way, is catching Sean Campbell 3/10 faster last lap. It's either 25 laps or 20 minutes. Well, we know what the answer is going to be to that one. It's going to be 20 minutes. So we're coming up to 6 minutes done in the race, 14 minutes to go. And if he's, gaining by 3/10 a lap, he'll be in striking distance in about... Hold on, I've got this, Rob. I've got this. He'll be in striking distance in 4 laps.
I can't believe he used a striking distance moniker.
But I'm right, though. He'll be catching, won't he? Look, he's getting another 3/10. So, yeah, 4 laps, he'll be there.
Oh, dear.
You got the difficulty, the overtake difficulty there, by the way.
Stop it. Stop it right
We're just going to be like bottom split and like steal everything, can't we?
Yep.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, the gap is closing. Aaron Smith is closing the gap on Sean Campbell there, and he's really been careful on these tyres. It's really nice to see. Brian Crowell's having a little battle here, but the battle of the modern day liveries, because they've just taken their normal stock car liveries and thrown them on the Super Late model. Nothing wrong with that. I think it's amazing. Eric Blitzit versus Brian Crowell's. Nice little gap between the two of them that is just holding a round, but the NHR Blitzit trying to catch a 10th faster last lap. But they have got Martin Kapow, right behind. Hold on to your, whatever you're holding on to, because, next 13 minutes could be very interesting.
I'm also just waiting on to see how they'll deal with it. As in, how they'll deal with the fact that it's not only not halfway through, they'll be going for another 15 laps on these tires, so they're gonna be screaming at the tires, just be like, please hold together, please. It's gonna be the Michelin 2005 at Indianapolis.
You gotta remember as well.
Too soon?
Rob. No, you gotta remember as well that these cars aren't designed to go right. They're designed to go left. So the tires would be like, I'm having fun. Wait, why is he going that? Why is he going that? Why is he going that way? Help! Help! I didn't know we could go that way.
I didn't
know. Oh, no, he's
know.
doing it again.
I didn't know we could do this.
This is not what I signed up for.
I'm just a normal tyre. What's going on? What is everybody telling me? Oh, the Raidillon guesstimate system. That's all he put in chat.
Yeah. No AWS tier, it's RGS all the way. Mind you, I can imagine Hamilton right now Bono, my tyres.
Bono.
Roger Lewis. These are
Okay.
the tyres that we're
Okay.
used
Copy,
to.
Lewis.
Lewis, we seem to see no issues with the tyres on the data. Look, Bono, they're going. Roger that, Lewis. We'll monitor.
Okay. Copy, Lewis. We'll monitor. Get back to you. But guys, my tires are really going. Bono, you got to do something. Okay, Hamilton. It's Bottas. He's going to need some extra tires so we can come in for the tire degradation data presented by Raidillon guesstimate system. Exactly. You're getting the idea now. 9 minutes and 27 seconds tentatively remaining. The current situation is as such. Sean Campbell leading the race, a second ahead of Aaron Smith, and who himself is a second at 1.2 seconds ahead of Ryan Crowles. Eric Blixt is chasing him down, but having said that, I think I just cursed him, man.
Oh no.
Aaron Smith is now not a second ahead of
Crowells.
yeah, he's now half a second in and around.
Well, the RGS failed.
It didn't sound perfectly admirably.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
I said 4 laps. It feels like 5 laps, but he's not in striking distance. And what is striking distance? How are you going to strike in one of these things?
Well, striking distance is in like striking distance to make an overtake.
Well, you're in a Super Late model. You'll have to like increase that number by like 5 because you'll have to make sure you get the run. And the overtaking difficulty would just be like, yeah, fine, good luck. So, just continue. I'll tell you what, every time I watch somebody drive around the Indy circuit and they come up to towards McLaren to join back to clearways, it amazes me how late people brake and how late people turn. It does feel like sometimes that they're going to overshoot and just go off. But they keep it all together. I'm really impressed. And also, by the way, I love how all these drivers are using all that runoff at Druids right now. And Smith has let Cruz go by.
I was very
Interesting
surprised
decision.
by that, actually.
Yeah. Does he feel Brian will be able to get it done? I'm not sure. Be interesting to see. We'll see. The 48 is... Well, he is pulling away from Smith. In all due fairness, he's starting to pull away from Smith. It might just be Smith just complacent with a P3. Just hold on, or maybe he's got a plan that, you know, these two are going to take themselves out and he'll just race to victory. We'll wait and see.
It'd be the patent pending I win technology.
No, I trademarked that. It didn't work.
Well, who took the trademark for that? Who took our beautiful trademark? I'm disappointed.
If you put I and then something after it, it's probably trademarked.
Oh,
iPhone.
Oh, I guarantee you it is.
Introducing the iWin 7.28632 Delta.
Integrally.
Integrally. Oh, I've got no words now. You throw me off there. Watching this battle still, I don't think there's anything else around. Well, Jesse Jones has made it back up to Mark Powell. He's trying to make it, but that car is so sliding. It does feel like Jones is driving to the raggedy edge of that car, but he's unable to get past Capel. Remember, it's a momentum car. You've just got to get your momentum, which is what Brian Crow is thinking about right now. Can he get a run on Sean Campbell? He has closed that gap, though. Campbell's starting to struggle. The gap is now 0.4 of a second. They both did somewhat identical times, about a half a tenth between the two of them last lap. But you can see Crowell's is just better on the tyres right now. Campbell is having to take those wide lines to try and not spin the car. We may get an overtake shortly, Rob, but we're at 14 minutes here, lap 19 of 25. Like I said, what comes first? 6 laps or 6 minutes?
Wait, say again.
Oh, it's 7 laps or 6. Remember, it's either 20 minutes or 25 laps.
I'm having to think about that one.
I could tell. We apologise for the loss of Rob. He has gone to calculate something, and his calculator has gone. Oh.
Some calculation.
Keep calculating. It's bound to work sometime.
In the near future.
Aaron Smith's gone wide at Clearway, so Blitzit will take P3 away from Smith. Blitzit will now be on the charge. He's watching Crowell's and Campbell just battling it. They are right nose to bumper right now. Will Crowell decide to go for a move up into Druid? He is, side by side. Has he gone too hard? They touched! They have touched, and Crowell still holds on to it. He lost no time. Yes, that's right. He's lost no time despite he spun, hit, and he's literally just gone on the radio, Rob. I'm sorry, what tyres?
Oh, yeah. What tyres? Exactly.
So, I think he's worked out, like I was telling everybody, you can't send the car, boys.
Yeah, you can.
You just saw what happened when he sent it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, if you don't go for a gap that no longer exists, you're no longer a racing driver.
Stop. Begging you. No Senna quotes.
You love him, really.
I do.
If you don't go for a gap that doesn't exist, you're no longer a racing driver.
I watched a car show last night, and they named their daughter Senna.
Oh dear.
Then they named their youngest son Jensen.
It's Jensen. Oh dear.
Well, Jensen, not Jensen. Yeah.
I was going to say. Hang on a minute.
Fun Senna story. Did you know that he attacked Murray Walker because Murray Walker said his name correctly?
What?
Have you never heard the story?
No.
So, Murray always said Ayrton Senna. But then Ayrton told him how his name was properly said, Ayrton Senna. So Murray started calling him Ayrton Senna. And that same week, Senna went up to him saying, Murray, why you call me my name? Why you say Ayrton? But that's your name. I have to get it right. No, I'm Ayrton. Literally, he was so used to everyone getting it wrong that because Murray changed his name to Ayrton, sorry, Brian Crowell, he's just made the save of the century.
He really is. He's doing a lot to keep that car somewhat straight.
Yeah. He's going to get caught by Eric Blitz shortly as we're coming up to the penultimate lap. But yeah, that is a true story from Senna. That he had a mini row with Murray Walker because he told Murray Murray what the correct pronunciation was, and Murray started using it and he didn't like it. White flag coming up, and I think after that move from Crowell that may look like Sean Campbell, knock on wood, that might have the win wrapped up here. We'll have 2 victories on... No, we won't have 2 victories. I apologise. We are going to have 3 separate winners tonight at the moment. It will be Jesse Jones taking race 1. It will be Harry Wills taking race 2. And at the moment, with just a couple corners to go, Sean Campbell looks to be winning the 3rd race.
And yes, indeed he is, as he's almost there, almost at the line. We're going to see how he deals with the fact that he has commandeered the slidey ship of slidiness to a victory at Watkins Glen Indy Laird, and he does win the race ahead of Brian Crowells and Eric Blixt.
Martin Capel will take P5. I believe Jesse Jones comes home in 6th. He does indeed. Dan Muller still coming around. He will take 7. Harry Wills did tow, by the way. Did not see what happened to him. I think he... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know how we always say don't touch the grass? He touched the grass when braking for paddock. I tried to save the car.
And obviously sent it.
He went into the wall.
Yeah.
Sean Campbell having a victory lap like no other right now. And Sean, that's not where the track is. Sean, don't hit the thank you on the grass. Yeah, that's okay. No, Sean, don't rejoin. Sean, oh, that's an active track, Sean. That's naughty. You're reversing on an active track. Can we disqualify you now? That's a black flag.
Well, that was a great set of 3 races. You've seen the results, and it's a bit bonkers, but sure, why not?
You know, it's a Friday night. Let's have some fun. Let our hair down. The end of a long week.
Yeah, exactly.
I've still got to work tomorrow. The end of a long
It's
week.
Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what?
Sir, this is the Wendy's. I'll tell you who this is, though. This is the Brian Crowells racing the 48, the Jimmy Johnson car. Getting a P2 in the final race, Brian. That was a bit of fun.
Yeah, it was.
So tell me about it, because you did have a little bit of a moment near the end there, coming down Paddock Hill.
Yeah, I did have kind of a moment. I've been working on Brands Hatch. It was going to be a hard track on the rear tires, which I knew from the beginning. I was trying to keep them cold as I could, but after that race I don't want to talk about, race 2, I just had to go for it, and they were kind of a bit rough, and I tried to get as close as possible to the leader, and it just kind of tank slapped on me.
Yeah, it was unfortunate there. It's one of those... Sorry, Rob, you were going to say something?
No, I was gonna say, sorry. I was trying to not burp, but it went away.
Yeah.
What did you how did you feel coming into this? What did you expect?
What did I expect? I mean, I've been doing some NASCAR races recently. I saw this and I thought it was fun. Never really drove these things before. I did the preseason test as well in Donington, and it was pretty clear that tire management was going to be king in races like this. So, working on tire management throughout the week, I had a pretty good feeling coming into it when I saw that we were on pace in practice. So it was just a matter of luck and seeing how the rest of the field will do.
And I assumed that you were very happy that your tires lasted as long as they did.
Yeah, it was kind of. I had a little trick that I saw no one else do, and in the very last corner, I left it in third instead of going to second to minimize the wheel speed, which would compromise the exit, but it kept them going much longer, which is why I was able to drive to the front pack at the end. But by the real end, when you start battling, the tires just disappear.
How quickly do they drop away? Is it 7-8 laps before they start dropping off around here?
Yeah, around. Well, we're not really counting the laps, are we? We're in minutes. I'd say about the halfway mark is when you'd be saying, "Oh crap."
Yeah, where's my tires gone? Bono, more tires.
I said it over the radio when I accidentally touched the leader there when I was trying to pass him. I was like, "Whoa, wait, what tires?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
What
caught that.
tires?
Well, I caught that. That's a shame. One of the things though is, do you have to change your driving line with these cars when it comes to older tires? Because I mean, I know a little bit of road racing from my stock from my oval days, and I do know they do affect. But I know there's a lot of drivers. You're yourself. You're taking different lines. Does that help with different lines in the later stages of those tires?
I mean, it depends on the track. You know, this is like I said, this is a very intensive track on the rear tires. So, going into Druids, taking a wider line into there could potentially benefit your exit to minimize the wheel spin. Same with the last corner, take it a bit wider or bump it up a gear to try and get it to almost bog or get as straight as possible out of the line. Could give you that edge that you need at the end.
So next week, Hockenheim. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes. This is a totally different animal, I know, but I've been doing a lot of the GTE races in practice, so to get familiar with Hockenheim, but I think it's going to be fun in these cars. I remember when we were there with Euro NASCAR that it was a pretty fun course to drive, yeah. Well, to see drive. I wasn't a driver, unfortunately.
Rob, have you got anything else to add?
Nothing else to add from my end, no.
No, so we will let you go for the night, Brian. All the best. Congratulations on 2 second places on the evening. We won't talk about race 2 as we mentioned. Race 2 never happened.
Nope.
And all the best, and we see you next week.
Thank you very much, guys. See you next week.
Ciao.
All the best. So, another
race done. Yeah, and in the books. Well, didn't think you thought that highly of me. Wow. Oh dear me.
Yeah. You can tell you're ready for sleep.
Yeah.
Go to bed, Mr. Cranky. But before we go to sleep,
What?
Thank you.
I'm not cranky.
Thank you, ladies and he needs his drink before he goes to sleep, don't worry. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching us once again on a little bit of a fun evening, as per usual, on a Friday night with the 730 Euro Stock Car Challenge. If you like what you see on Raidillon TV, of course, hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up, and the bell to let you know when we're getting ready for some races. Shout out once again to our Discord community underneath the video, a link to join in. And once again, trackcounts22.com providing these great camera angles. I'm going to look at a kidney before I go to sleep and get ready for the Nürburgring 24 tomorrow. Everybody else who's taking part, all the best. And some people already taking part shortly. All the best in your races. We will be back later, I mean next, maybe Sunday. Sorry, Sunday. Talking about GT Challenge, of course, and then next weekend. We're back next Friday, of course, but next weekend, Majors Nürburgring 2.4. We will be bringing the European Sportsman Series race for that. Until then, I think that's it, Rob. I'm gonna go for a lie down and I'm gonna be dreaming of the Nürburgring and just just wandering.
You calling me the baby? Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna have nice dreams. But my name's been Craig King,
And I have been Robert O'Brien.
and this has been Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Good evening.